Good morning, sir. Are you Jeremiah Davis? And this is 250066. Davis is charged with assault on a peace officer, and what is the announcement?
Yeah, we're asking for a little more time. We had an offer of days. He's requesting, he wants to bring me some discoveries with consent for help prosecution
Okay.
evaluation. So I told him to call me this week and make an appointment. He's called me before. I think there was slow.
Mr. Smith, any issues? All right, so Mr. Davis, I'll reset your case about 30 days. Make sure you get that done early on. Don't wait till the last minute before court so Mr. Parker can get what you have. We can get it to Mr. Smith, and then we can see where we get. All right, you're free to go, sir. Mr. Shetley, in cause number 240776, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation from October 22nd of 2022. What that means is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be a minimum 2 years up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that you signed with Mr. Parker that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 2-year deferred probation. You have every right to reject that and have your case at trial. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are and what your options are. And do you understand all of that? And do you want to reject that offer and have your case at trial? All right, then, Mr. Parker, you're hired, correct? All right, Mr. Parker, we'll begin preparation for trial, and we'll get it set on the next available hearing.
One thing, Judge, we have all discoveries that we need to start. If any discovery it references the flash drive, which was on the Branch Police Department, I don't know. Some of the stuff or is that the bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Stay in touch with Mr. Parker. He'll tell you when you need to be back. Good morning, sir. You're Charles Young, and this is 250102, and you're charged with burglary of a habitation. Mr. Wilkerson, what is the announcement?
Judge, we're going to have, I'd like to request one more announcement study. Still working on some information. I guess additional information also that I need.
Okay. Has there been any issue with regard to bond conditions with Latino?
Well, if you was here.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Still trying to get the getting behind that in terms of what was going on. Pictures, screenshots, messages, related.
Okay. All right. Sounds like it's all been done. Found that back. Make sure he's aware. Be in contact. Either way. Perfect. All right, so Mr. Young, I'm going to reset your case about 30 days. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Wilkerson so we can try to get an announcement for a date. All right, thank you. Good morning, sir. Are you Sharam Omid? And this is 241684. Mr. Omid is charged with solicitation, prosecution, and it looks like there was an application for pretrial diversion.
Yes, sir. We submitted that.
Huh?
We have got a retrial.
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is one more reset. Mr. Smith, would you please get with, yes, now doing those up there, and so we can get an answer before that next. That way you can get an answer either way. It'll get taken care of either with the pretrial or on that next court date. Thank you, sir. Stay in touch with your attorney. He'll let you know when you need to be back. And if it does get accepted, there will obviously be some other things where you'll need to go sign contracts, things like that.
Assaulting a peace officer? That's one of the most serious charges you can face. Judges don't take that lightly, and every word in court can decide whether it's probation or years behind bars.
If he gets accepted and the contract signing is after our next court date, you'll let me know. I'm not going to make you come. You don't have to come here. So we can reset it till after that to make sure all that gets taken place. It's taken care of. Okay? We'll keep it. We'll set it for 30 days, but let me know where. Thank you. All right, you're free to go, sir. sir, are you Celine Reinhardt? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yeah.
Ms. Reinhardt, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from December 22nd of 2024. How do you plead to that charge? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see now. Hold on. Y'all are going on a lesser included class A. All right, so in 250089, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor resisting arrest from December 22nd, 2024. How do you plead to that charge? And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents, have your signature on them, that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Philander? Do you fully understand? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 1-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That's your understanding? And are you a U.S. citizen? State tenders number 1. It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Reinhardt is not? All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered the plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 1 year. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do all of that, then this is a great opportunity because you don't have a conviction on the record. And at the end of the probation, if you're successful, the case will be dismissed and you'll never have a conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of your probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be found guilty of the offense and sentenced to the Jefferson County Correctional Facility for a period of up to 1 year. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom, and the probation, she's at the desk right there. She's going to call you up in a few minutes to go over this. And you're going to help get that attachment. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. That's between y'all. It's your job, but if he's going to do it, then it just has to be done today because once the case is closed out, you can't get to the court. So that's why we need it, just so y'all make sure. Good morning. You're Rodney Latiola? And Mr. Latiola was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to driving while intoxicated third or more. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
I'm just on the different count.
Are you sure?
Well, he says he does take responsibility for it. I did review his PA, at the time of the file.
Turning down a 2-year probation deal? Bold or foolish? Trials are a gamble because one guilty verdict could turn probation into a decade in prison. Would you risk it?
So here's the thing, Mr. Latiola. Your VAC was .229. .229. What you said in here is that I'd had a drink the night before, but not that day, and that you hadn't eaten. So you're saying you had a drink the day before, and you were at .229 when you got this. That doesn't make any sense. Right. All right. Anything, Ms. Malfino, then?
Well, we are connected with about 10 days.
Are you working, Mr. Latiolis?
He has that he sees doctors weekly for. So that
All right. So what day are your doctor's appointments and therapy same days each week? Okay, so I mean that's something that you're going to have taken care of in jail anyway, even if it's weekend, right?
What is your schedule? What is your schedule? What the doctor is?
Okay. So what I'll do, you're just gonna have to get it figured out with the jail if they do or don't allow that device in. If not, you have to work it out where you're just without it for 2 days. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of driving while intoxicated, third or more. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. I'm going to suspend that, place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That will include 10 days mandatory upfront time. I will allow you to serve that on weekends. You will be required, ordered to report to the Jefferson County Jail to start that this Friday, June 27th, 6 o'clock p.m. And so you have to be there at 6 o'clock. You need to be on time. If you're late, it's a violation of your probation. If you show up under the influence, a lot of people think they're going to show up under the influence, sleep it off over the weekends, that's a violation of your probation. You'll be right back in. And you'll do those weekends from Friday to Sunday until the 10 days are satisfied. Also, I am going to order that you enter and successfully complete the Jefferson County Drug Intervention Program, the JCDI program. It's an outpatient treatment program to make sure that you have all the tools necessary to stop drinking and stay on probation, not in prison. If you don't make it successfully through that program, then end up right back in here for 10 years. Do you understand?
Almost triple the legal limit. Any excuse? I drank the night before. Judges hear it all the time, but the numbers don't lie. That's the kind of detail that seals a guilty plea fast.
You're also ordered to have the auto ignition interlock device. Do you already have that on your vehicle? Okay. So as long as you're not driving, obviously you don't have to have that. But you're not allowed to drive any vehicles. You can't borrow a vehicle or rent a vehicle, nothing like that unless it has that device on it, okay? So again, if you do everything you're supposed to while you're on probation, this is a good opportunity because for all practical purposes, your case here in court is and you'll serve that 10-year term while you're out on probation. The other side to that, again, is if you violate any condition of probation, you'll be brought back into court and you could be facing that 10-year sentence that you agreed to. Do you understand? And I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation will call you up when she's ready to go. Good luck to you, sir. Good morning, sir. You are Rosendo Ochoa. And Mr. Ochoa, in cause number 240367, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any additions or corrections? All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered a plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place your probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $300 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity. You're only 21, right? And it looks like this is your only criminal hit. You've never been in trouble before. And so, end of this probation, if you have been successful, the case will actually be dismissed and you will never be a convicted felon, which is a very big deal. Well, you're not going to be able to get an expungement, but if you're successful, there are some other ways to get it not necessarily completely expunged, but at least kind of hidden on your record. It's called a non-disclosure, and you can talk to an attorney at the end of the application and read about that. Also, it's important that you know I sign early terminations for probation all the time. So if you get out there and you do everything you're supposed to up front, get community service done, get your fees paid, don't violate, don't test positive for anything, then you actually can get off of probation much earlier than that 5 years. Okay, but you got to do everything right. You got to do it right up front. If you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back to the court, found guilty of the offense, so you become a convicted felon, and you could be sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment. In your case, which is 10 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation, she's going to call you when she's ready to go to the court. All right, good luck to you, sir. Good morning, you're Ashley Sanders, and this is 241650. Ms. Sanders is charged with theft of service, and Mr. Kelly, what is the announcement?
We reached out again. Say last reset, I'll call in.
Okay. All right. Any issues? I'm sure you're fine. Okay, we'll do one last final reset. Stay in touch with Mr. Kelly. He'll let you know when you need to do. Thank you. Y'all free to go. Good morning. You're Shy Brooks. And this is 242034. Mr. Brooks is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Contact information.
Okay. So, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to reset your case one more time. It's important that you make sure and call soon so that you can get an appointment to go see Mr. Lewis and go through all that information, okay? All right. We'll see you at the next court date. You're free to go. Good morning, sir. You Guillermo Galvin? And this is 242321. Mr. Galvin's charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more. And what is the announcement?
Transitional employee this needs information about the prosecution correct.
It's been since January, and we're getting close now to the end of June. So we're going to do a 30-day reset, get that on as quickly as you possibly can so that she can get some of those results. Let's just see where we are in the next court. All right? Thank you. All right, you're free to go, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Alexandria Bledsoe? And Ms. Bledsoe and 250004 is charged with abandoning or endangering a child with intent to return. And what is the announcement? All right, well, any issues that you see, Mr. Smith? All right, we'll do a normal reset. Ms. Bledsoe, make sure you get with Mr. Rennick so y'all can visit about what your options are and we'll get an announcement at the next court.